Good morning. It is the 20th of September, 10 days left of September, and I am doing my weekly budget check-in, and I thought I would just record it so you guys could see where we are with our budget this month. Now, it is the first month that we are using the EveryDollar budget app, and so far so good. That's what seems to be working well for us, and that's what I'm using this morning. So all I'm going to do is just run through our categories very quickly and just see where we are, where we're on target and where we are likely to go over budget. So for our savings, there's nothing unexpected there. We put the £150 into the car fund and £50 into the Christmas fund at the start of the month. So far, we've spent £16.97 from the Christmas fund, but that's fine. That's what that money is there for. It is for being organised and prepared for Christmas this year. Then on to our housing. And this housing category, that is where 2 of our 4 walls sit. The first of our 4 walls is housing, and the second of our 4 walls is our TV, phone and internet costs. So for our housing, the rent, the council tax and electricity, those have all came off by direct debit as expected, and the second payment of the rent payment will come off as expected next week. So that is on course, absolutely to the penny. Then for our TV, phone and internet, our mobile phone payments, they won't come off until the end of the month. One payment will come off within the next couple of days. Then the rest will be literally the 28th of the month. But our TV, phone and internet package and TV license, those direct debits came out at the start of the month and we're on target. We budgeted 51p over for our TV, phone and internet package. On to the third of our 4 walls, and that's transportation. Again, we're on course in this area. The DVLA road tax and car insurance, those direct debits came out as expected at the start of the month. And petrol, we're on course for. Parking fees, we haven't need to pay this month. We hadn't budgeted anything for that, so that's all well and good. And public transport costs, it's looking like we might not spend anything in that area this month. So potentially we'll have £15 there to allocate to our car fund at the start of October. On to our food and healthcare, which is the final of our 4 walls, and this is the area where we are likely to overspend. Groceries, our delivery charges for receiving online groceries, our household and our toiletries and over-the-counter medicines, we have a budget of £300 for that a month. And using the EveryDollar budget app, I decided to break those down into the 4 categories and to kind of do guesstimates here of how much I thought we'd spend in those areas, just to get an idea if my guesstimates were accurate and to see if there was any areas where we underspent or overspent. And it's worked out to be pretty useful actually, because it's quite clear to see here that for household and toiletries, we're going to be on target. Delivery charges, we might come under. I don't know if we'll need to spend the £5 on delivery charges for the rest of the month, but certainly for groceries, we only have £10 and 58p in our grocery budget for this month, and I still have a full week's grocery budget, groceries to get from that £10 and 58p budget. So this is an area where, we're overspending in, and that's somewhere that I'll need to look at for future months and certainly for October. Into our lifestyle category, and this is our kind of like our fun money, our entertainment money. No surprises there, and again we're on course. Our Historic Scotland membership and Netflix subscription direct debits came out as expected. We are on course with our sports and membership fees, and we have about £15 left of family fun money to spend should we need it. So we're on course in that area. Then for our sinking funds, we're on course. We've kept within our budgets and our funds this month. These are the amounts that we have put into our sinking funds this month. And what happens with our sinking funds is that I've set it up as a fund in EveryDollar, which means any balance left over gets rolled over to the following month. And that works out useful because using clothing and home as an example, these are 2 areas where we're spent from this month. we'd only put £20 into our sinking fund, but spent £28.50. So there's a red line there. And similarly with home, we didn't put anything into the home category sinking fund this month, but we've spent £21.73. So there's a red line under the home category as well. But we still have money in those funds. So the money that we spent was money that we had, if that makes sense. Then onto our debt. We paid our minimum payments to our credit card and our personal loan. We are on a pausing the snowball at the moment to try and focus on getting money to put into our car fund to buy a new car, hopefully in the first few months of next year. So it is just really the minimum payments that we're paying for the time being, as frustrating as that is. That's the way it has got to be. Then for hubby's spending money, he has spent some of his money this month, hence the red line, but he still has money in his personal money fund. And the same for me. I didn't put any money into my personal fund this month, but I still have money left over to spend. So that is all good. Then these extra income and unplanned expenses. This is where I'm just popping anything unexpected that crops up throughout the month. And the only new thing that's cropped up from the start of the month is that we've some more travel expenses back from hubby's work, which was £33. So to date, so far this month, all 4 unexpected things which has affected our budget has all been income. So it's worked in our favour so far. So this is where we stand on the 20th of September. We are on course for the month, and the only area where I think we will be over budget is our groceries. What my plan is to do for that is to just use the money that's left over and really just focus on buying a weekly shop that is essentials to get us to the start of October and to avoid us from going too far over budget.